What is up guys, I'm Captain Oso, here to bring you a Dying Light 2 guide on how to farm uncommon, rare, and unique trophies, while also gaining a little bit of extra spending money on the side. For this guide, you'll need access to the second zone of the game, the Central Loop. While not 100% necessary for this farming method, unlocking the Culver Island safe zone will allow you to reach the farming area quicker. While unlocking Culver Island will come naturally during store progression, and is recommended for this farming method, you can easily reach the spot from the Fisheye Canteen. I should note, there is no designated starting point for this farming area. To find this farming area, you'll want to place your waypoint at this location on the map. It is just north of the GRE anomaly CA34, the east of Hickory Windmill, and, of course, to the south of Culver Island. Now, I will show you the path during the day. However, this method of farming will need to be done at night. Since this does take place at night, there are 2 items that you will need, and 1 item that I highly recommend getting before doing this method. You will need medkits, immunity boosters, or UV mushrooms, and the item I highly recommend bringing is the UV flashlight. While it isn't necessary, it will help immensely with managing volatiles. If you follow the same path that I have, you will soon reach the GRE anomaly site. From there, you will need to head to the right, if you're facing south, to the canal adjacent to the anomaly site. You will know if you reach the correct area if you see a wooden bridge, some blockades, a tipped over vending machine, and a submerged armored van. Between the vending machine and the bridge is where the majority of this method will take place. Now that I have shown you the path, I'll now explain how to start this farming method. To start off, you will need to start a chase. You can do this at any point, but it is easier if you start one at the farming site itself. I got lucky and a howler spawned, but there is an alleyway in front of the bridge that typically has a few howlers down the road. Worst comes to worst, you can use the propane tanks in the GRE anomaly site to initiate a chase. Once the chase begins, you will need to stay on top of the bridge until you reach chase level 3. The infected that you fight up here, for the most part, all drop rare or uncommon trophies. These drops will stay on top of the bridge, making it easy to collect once the night is over. As soon as you reach chase level 3, jump down to the spot in between the vending machine and the bridge. Stand here and wait for volatiles to spawn. If you use your survivor sense, you can see which infected are volatiles due to the fact that they have a thicker, darker red outline around them. For the most part, that is the whole farming method. Now, I'll explain how this method works and give some tips on how to streamline it. This method is only possible due to the canal and the submerged vehicle. There are spawn points on the front, sides, and back of this vehicle that infected use to spawn. In Dying Light 2, if any enemy is pushed into the water, they are instantly killed. Due to this, the infected that spawn at the van die instantly, making it extremely easy to collect unique trophies and expensive loot. However, I have had issues where the loot dropped by enemies in the water tends to despawn, so be sure to collect from any enemy that has died there every 2 minutes or so. It may seem impossible to loot enemies on the side of the vehicle hugging the canal wall, but you can actually swim under the van and loot them that way. If you find yourself losing your chase level while down in the canal, use the vending machine to jump to the bridge, or press and hold your jump button if you have the high jump skill unlocked. Once on the bridge, walk towards the bus and a volatile should spawn. There's a spawn point for them under the front section of the bus. If not, run down the alley in front of the bridge until you get spotted or more volatile spawn. If you're worried about fighting volatile, don't be. Just jump towards the farming spot and stay put. The volatile usually only come from one direction, so just use the UV flashlight to stun them and then kick them in the water for an instant kill. If you do happen to get attacked by volatiles and are about to die, just jump in the water and swim to the other side of the bridge. While the window is short, it should give you enough time to climb out and heal, then jump back in and swim back to the farming spot. Now that you know what to do, let's take a look at the results. I unfortunately failed to show it in the clips, but I started the night with the following trophies: 7 unique, 8 rare, and 12 common. As soon as day hit, I had 65 unique, 18 rare, and 48 uncommon trophies. Ironically, the rarest trophies I got were the rare ones, but it might be different for you. It just depends on what the dead virals give you. I sold all of my valuables before starting, and by the end, I had a stash worth nearly 12,000. I should note, Since the volatiles spawn underwater and die before you can hit them, you get no XP for it. So this method is not that good if you want to gain XP quickly. Well, that pretty much covers this farming method. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Or if you have an idea for another guide, leave it down there as well, and I will do my best to get to it and to answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.